Hi there. So today I want to share with you the finished kind of product of this build, which is a 4-player arcade table built inside an Ikea coffee table. So I actually I did build a smaller one using like a lac little table, but this one kind of made sense because it was a bigger glass top table that was kind of split into 4 sections, and as it turned out each section was pretty much the size of a 19-inch monitor. So I want to go through the build with you a little bit today, show you how it's working, which is looking pretty good now. So the original plan was to try and keep the shelf in there with the dividers and put the monitors within, but it didn't really work out in the end. So it's raised on these 3D printed pillars then underneath, and then basically everything else. So it's on an HDMI splitter to spread the signal, and then all the electronics then is kind of pushed in underneath it. The controller holder's 3D printed and then kind of attached on the side, and just finished off with these little buttons to cover where the draw holes used to be, and then tidied up, and then booting up it then comes up like this. Inside is a Raspberry Pi 3 running a 128 gig Retropie image. What you'll notice with these Dell monitors is that they have one viewing angle, which is really awful, which happened to be like the lower angle, so I've had to turn the monitors around the other way and flip the image so everyone's view is perfect from their perspective. For now, the bezels between the monitors is just a piece of cut foam board and then the original glass placed over the top. Sound underneath comes from these speakers, which are just attached on underneath, but give a decent amount of sound out. So this image has a lot of games already built in. In terms of 4-player stuff, it's mostly meant for the arcade ones. It's quite nice within here you can actually filter, just so that you get the 4-player games that come up. Well, I'm not entirely sure all of these are 4-player. Along the back end is a USB hub attached, which serves kind of dual purpose really, so it can be used to connect the controllers if you want to charge them, but it also lets you plug any peripherals you want into the Raspberry Pi. The controllers are the 8BitDo SF30 Pro, so I preferred these ones with the kind of Super Famicom colours over the US ones. The systems on here, there's a lot, as you can see through here, and tons of game being a 128 gig image. And yeah, most of them performance-wise is pretty decent for the systems that are actually on here. We'll run through a few games now just to show performance on those. Obviously 4-player is the ideal with some of the arcade stuff, but it's pretty good for 1-player, 2-player as well.
overall, I'm really pleased with how it's come out in the end. It's a pretty easy build to make, and I think it's pretty awesome.